Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today we are going to cook mandazi. We have our all-purpose flour, then we are going to use margarine, we are going to use gold band, but you can use any brand. We have sugar there, and then we have eggs. I've already whisked them, so we have our eggs right there. I'm using three of them, and then we have milk. We are using very few ingredients, but you like the results. So we are going to start our cooking, and I'm going to start with adding sugar to our flour. As I said, we are using all-purpose flour, but you can use what do you call this? Gosh. What do you call it? Self-rising. Yes, you can use self-rising. Yes, so just mix everything, mix the sugar and the all-purpose flour. Then we are going to go in with our eggs. You can still whisk them a bit before adding it to the flour. But then I decided, let me start with the margarine first. So there we go with our margarine. So the amount, guys, of these ingredients depends with your preference. If you want to use more margarine, it's fine. So that is the amount I'll be using for this recipe. Yeah, so you're going to mix it. So if you use your hands, it will be more effective. So that's why I prefer mixing with my hands. So there we go. Then I decided to add a bit of it. Yeah, kidogo tu. Yeah, then we'll continue mixing. Yeah, make sure that the margarine has well synced into your dough, if there is something like that. Then we'll go in with our eggs. Yes, there we go. Then since we are using all-purpose flour, we'll need to use baking powder. So there we go with our baking powder. There, that is our baking powder. Just sprinkle it on top. So guys, how do I say it? The method of adding the ingredients, or how the ingredients follow each other, it perfectly depends on you. There's no procedure like you're supposed to start with this, then go with this, then go with that. After all, you're going to mix everything all together. So there's no specific procedure of adding the ingredients. So whichever you want to go first with, it's totally fine. So there we go. We are going to mix. Still using my hands. I trust my hands so much. Yeah, but I know some people would prefer using other tools, but for me, I prefer using my hands. I find it very easy and very efficient or effective. Yeah, so we'll keep making our dough. Yeah, so the dough should be medium. It's not supposed to be so hard, and it's not supposed to be too soft. Let it be katikati hapo. Yeah, so there we go. Because we are making mandazis that are crispy on the outside, but inside they are fine. They are soft. Yeah. So there we go. As you can see, it's not too hard, and again, it's not too soft. So just keep making your dough. One thing I've learned when making any dough is patience. You're not supposed to cook these meals or mandazi or chapati or anything that involves dough when you're in a hurry, because making the dough requires a lot of patience, because you have to make sure that your dough is well made. Yeah, but it doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take a lot of time. So just be patient, make your dough. Yeah, so mine, I saw it was already it was almost ready. Yeah, so making your dough on a flat surface is more easier, so that is why I switched now to the countertop. I find it very very easy. So there we go. As you can see, it's not even sticky. Yeah, if you want to know that your dough is ready, it should not stick on your hands. So as you can see right there, it was not sticking anymore, so that means our dough was ready. Yeah, so what we are going to do next, we are going to cover it and then put it aside to settle. So there we go. After like 10 to 15 minutes, yeah, make sure you cover it with a wet cloth. So the dough, since the dough is a bit big, I decided to divide it into two. So I'll go with the first piece and then I'll move to the next one. So what I will be doing here is just cutting our dough into pieces. Yeah, into our mandazi pieces. You can be creative, guys. You can come up with your own design or with your own shape of your mandazi. It doesn't have to be necessarily, is it square or rectangle or circle. There are so many ways of coming up with different sizes and different designs. I call them designs, or different designs of cutting your mandazis, but this one is the easiest and it's the fastest. But if you have time, guys, you can even make the star shaped mandazis. There are so many shapes, guys. So today I decided just to do the normal shapes. Hizi zenye tumezoea. Yeah, I know people usually fear they usually say that cooking mandazi or making chapati you require a lot of time. But to me, chapati and mandazi are very fast. I'll make it for breakfast in the morning and people will have breakfast on time. Yeah. So there we go. I'm just cutting them into pieces before now we start cooking them. Yeah, and make sure you have enough space, as in your working area should be spacious, so that you don't feel limited. There we go. Our one of the pieces done. So we are going to the other part that I had set it aside. So there we go. I was reaching out for the dough to sprinkle on the surface, just to make my work easier. So there we go with our second piece of dough. There we go. You can even add some on your rolling pin. If you use flour, guys, it will be very easy, as in you won't even struggle. So there we go. We are going to stretch it if there is something like that. Before now we cut them into pieces. Yeah, and guys, I hope you're seeing the how big the dough is. So when you're cutting them, it just depends with the how you want your mandazi to be. Do you want them to be so thin, or do you want them to have some flesh in them? So it just depends. Yeah, so we'll continue cutting them. This is our last dough. There we go. Just cut them into pieces as you put them aside. Yeah, meanwhile, guys, you can be preheating your oil, so that as soon as you're done cutting, you just dip them in your oil. And the oil should not be so hot, because your mandazis will burn outside but they will not cook inside, which is not good. So there we go with our oil. Yeah, then now you dip in your mandazis. As I had said, guys, the oil should not be too hot. Wacha ikwe tu hapo moderate. Yes, there we go. So wait for them to start turning brown, then you flip them. There we go. And remember, guys, not to put so many on your pan, because they need space. When they have space, they cook very well. There we go. I don't like my mandazis to be so brown. napenda zikiwa tu hapo katikati. Yeah, so you'll be turning them, but this one depends with you. Yeah, so there we go. I remove the first batch, then we are going to the next. Just cook them pole pole, guys, the way you want them, but remember, don't use high heat. Use not low, because if you use low zitaanza kunyonya mafuta. So use medium, and you can be adjusting your heat. There we go. So mandazis don't usually take a lot of time kupika, guys. It's very fast. Yeah, there we go. We're just going through them mbio. The most, let me call, the most important part on cooking your mandazi is how you're making your dough. And yes, basically how you're making your dough. Your dough will determine how your mandazis will come out. Same to chapati. Your dough will determine. So if you make your dough perfectly fine, your mandazis will be very perfect. Yeah, there we go. I was not cooking so many mandazis, but this one will take us like 2 days. Yeah, so there we go. Just continue cooking. You can be eating the ones that are already cooked. Yes, so there we go. Yeah, so the mandazis are not, as you noticed, guys, I didn't put a lot of sugar, because we'll be taking the mandazis with the tea, and definitely the tea will have sugar, so I didn't want to have a lot of sugar. Sorry, it's not so many, a lot of sugar. So guys, here is our results. Our mandazis are ready, and they are very yummy. I can assure you they are very yummy, and they've cooked inside. So inside it's not like empty. I know there's some mandazis which are very empty inside. As you can see, they were still very hot. So they are well cooked inside, and they are looking nice. So thank you guys for watching. Till next time, bye.